So we have this nice login page, right? So I'm going to implement this login page using only HTML and CSS with this animation. So you can use this inside your web project. So we'll start this one. First of all, I'm going to create two files, one for the HTML, one for the CSS. Index.html, we'll create style.css. Alright, so for the HTML content, I'm going to generate boilerplate code. This will be a login form. For this one, I'm going to create a section. Inside this section, we'll add division with the class name sign in. Then I'm going to add under division with the class name we will use content, and h2 tag with the name sign in. Okay, I'm going to open this inside live preview, show preview. Okay, so we'll create our form. I'm going to give class name also form for this one. We have input box, and I'm going to add the input field with the type text to get the username. So this will be a required input field, and title will be username. We'll use text username here. After that, we'll add another input box for the password. Alright, so I have added username and password input field. Then I'm going to add a button for the login. So we'll add the forget password also. I'm going to add one anchor tag here. This one for the forgot password. And we'll add sign up link also. If you don't have any account, you can sign up. Then now we can add our login button. Again, input box, class name. Here input type will be submit, value will be login. Alright, so we have this input field. Now I'm going to connect my CSS file, link CSS style.css. Okay, so first of all we'll set the default padding and margin into 0. Padding will be 0, margin will be 0. Then box sizing will be border box. For the font, I am going to use cursive. We'll move into the monospaced, right? Okay, so for the body section, I need to align all this content into the center. For that, display will be flex, justify content center, align items center, and minimum height of this section will be, we'll use 100 viewport height. Now you can see all the content aligned in the center of the screen. Set background into the black. Then after we have our section, right? Here I'm going to create one span element also. we'll style this span element for the square, right? For the section, I'm going to use position as absolute. Then after width will be 100 viewport width. And display will be flex item. Justify content center, align items center. Alright, so now we have this content. We'll send color for this one, and also I'm going to add the gap between these things around 2px, and we'll wrap this as a flex wrap, weave wrap, and overflow content will be hidden inside this division section, right? Okay, so for the section, before content will be empty and position will be absolute. I'm going to give width as 100%. It also will be 100%. Background we will use linear color. It will be linear gradient. So I'm going to use black color and pink color, and again black color. So we'll create animation to style this one. Animation will be, name will be animate. It will be 5 seconds linear infinite animation. For this pink color, I'm going to use somewhat okay, I think this color will be fine. Now we'll add our animation. For the animation, I'm going to add keyframe. Add keyframes. Animation name is animate. On 0% time. On this time, we'll add this style transform. Translate y-axis minus 100%. Then after 100%, again transform. Will be, I'm going to give translate y-axis. Okay, here I have added double semicolon. We'll remove one. Okay, now we have this animation. We'll style this one. So I have created a span element right here. Inside section we have a span element for this one. Display will be block level element. By default span is an inline element. I'm going to make this as a block level element. Then we will calculate the width to make a square, right? 6.25 is viewport width minus 2 pixel. Same for the height. Should we calculate? Again 6.25 viewport width minus 2px. Background color will be black color and Z index will be 2. Then again when you hover over this span element, on that time we will add style for the background. Again it will be this color, right? 226 RGB color. 5,159. Right, so I'm going to add style. Before that, I'm going to take a copy of this span element, copy it around 20 times. We will copy. Okay, we have some content. Then I'm going to add the style for this sign in button. So we have sign in button. For that, we will increase the font size. Size section I have. Do set black color for the background. We'll set 1000 as Z index. Here I'm going to use gray color. Justify content center, align item, also center. We'll give padding from the old side 40px for this section. I'm going to make somewhat black color. Okay. Then now we'll give border radius as 5px, and we'll give shadow I'm going to give the range 0.8. Book shadow, right. Then not inside section we have sign in class. So after sign in class I have content, right? For the content I'm going to give again position. Set position flex direction will be column, right? So now you can see all the elements are like a column size. So we'll give the gap 40px between this column. We have h2 tag for the heading. Font size I'm going to give 2 root element size. Then now we will give color purple color. We'll use color like light purple color, right? Okay, I'm going to convert this into the uppercase letters. Text transform uppercase. Color we'll use someone like this. Or else we can move in the blue color. Then now we have our form element, right? So for the form class I'm going to give style. Width will be 100%. Display will be flex container, and flex direction will be column. 25px gap between this element. Set form I have input box class. For this one I'm going to give position the relative. and width will be 100%. Let's see our input box class, right? Input box, then I have input field and I element. For the input, background color I'm going to use gray color. We'll remove the border and outline. Border will be none, outline will be none. Padding top will be 25px, 10px, and left and right will be 7.5. I'll give 8px. Will be 5px. And then now I'm going to change the color into the white color for the text. We'll change this color into some dark color. Okay, like this. Now it is fine, right? So we have this dark color. Now I'm going to give font weight into bold. Use enter in text. Font size we will increase into 1. We'll use 1.2 root element size. Right. Then after we have I element, right? So inside my form class I have input box, then I have I tag, that means label will be this absolute place, and from the left it will be 0. I'm going to give color as ash color, gray color. Okay, so we'll give some padding. Top and bottom will be 15px, left and right will be 10px. I'm going to add transition 0.5 seconds. When you focus on this input field, we need to move this label into somewhere here. For that, I'm going to remove point even, will be none. Okay, so form dot input box I, when we focus on this I tag on that time, so for the input, right, when we focus on input, then I tag will be transform. I'm going to translate this from the y-axis -8%, and font size will decrease into 0.8 root element size, and color will be white. Okay, let's see when I click here. Nice. So then I'm going to give a style for this to link, forget password and sign in. We have form, input box, then after, let's see our class name. I have given as a links, right? For links I am going to give justify content, we'll add a space between, right? Space between, Then after we can style this content. I'm going to give font color into the white color for this one. Color will be white. Then after we will remove this text decoration, will be none. Underline will be removed. For the sign up button, then after we have this login button, right? So this is input field with the value submit. So I'm going to give form input box. We have input field but type is submit. Type is submit for this login button or input field. Background color will use same RGB color. That means I have used this one 22, 134, 175. Okay, so somewhat okay. Then our font color will be black color. Nice. We'll add 1 px letter spacing for this word. So after that cursor will be pointer. Finally, I'm going to add the media query for this section. We'll add the maximum width if 900 px. Span element, right? So width will be 10 viewport width minus 2 px. Again height will be minus 2 px. Okay, so then after I'm going to do another media query. Maximum width is around 600 px on this time. For the section element, span element width will be calculate 20 viewport width minus 2 px. Then after height will be again calculate 20 viewport width minus 2 px. Okay, so we'll open this inside the live server. Then after we'll see the effect. I'm going to right click and open with live server. So I need to add more span element. I'm going to take a copy of this section. We'll refresh this one. Okay, I'm going to add another span element, something like this. Now it is somewhat okay, right? So we have this content. Nice. So we have successfully created this one. For this we use this lot of span element for each and every rectangle. Then after this HTML content and this style sheet with this animation. Okay, so I will share this as a GitHub file. You can download from the link in the description.